Arshdeep's there, right in front of us, does really well. It bounces right in front of him. A little awkward.
Yeah, good footwork to palm it. First of all, to palm it in and, keep his balance. But could he have gone for it? It was hit hard. It's a short boundary. Probably might not have had much time, but didn't bounce too far in front of him. Could he have anticipated and come hard at the ball and make it a half chance and potentially take it to change that momentum?
Yeah, the other important thing that the Indian captain and especially Ishan Kishan should help as well. He's all right here. He does get his foot on the skirting, but had released the ball before that. Yeah, the important thing is making sure you have the right people in the right positions, the hot zones. Too high. Need to reload that one.
Yeah, you speak about the hot zones. Is Arshdeep one of their better fielders? And if he is, perfect. He wants to be in that hot zone.
Well, I personally believe he's a safe fielder, but not the best, and it can be really quite tricky because of the dimensions we've spoken about, especially when you're standing in mid-off, mid-on at this venue, because you've got a really short straight boundary, but there are bigger pockets, the deep mid-wicket or the extra cover area. So where you position yourself, where do you stand? How's the batter batting? Is he trying to go straighter or squarer? Yeah, it's so nuanced feeling. We don't talk enough about feeling, but especially in tricky dimensions like venues like this one here, you got to be a smart fielder in terms of positioning. And now we've got Shreyas, the skipper himself. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, he's batted well. Harry Tector playing his 100th T20I.
Yeah, he was slow to start. A little bit of luck with that one. A good shot with a bit of width offered. This was the changing point for me. A free hit, low full toss, pumped it for 6. Next over, off Aksar, slog sweep that I thought was going for 6, but just bounced inside the ropes. But it's those little moments when the momentum shifts. Ben Klitz changing his bat there, but we saw it on Friday. Around about this time in the Ireland innings, the momentum shifted with Garrett Delaney and Lorcan Tucker. It's starting to do the same here today. So this is promising signs for Ireland. They scored 184 on Friday. At the moment, can they get in around 180 again?
Ideally, they should. 96 for 3. There's the 13th over. Nicely bowled.
Well, certainly with Garrett Delaney in form, George Dockrell probably slated to come at 7, who scored 19 off 9 or 10 balls on Friday. So they have the power to come. Good length from Yadav. A little bit of it nipping in off the seam. Harry Tector potentially looking a little bit square on that one. But it's interesting the lengths from the Indian bowlers. Can they continue to hold that length that they bowled in the power play? They didn't on Friday. Garrett Delaney punished them in particular. Can they hold the lengths a little bit better today?
Oh, nicely bowled. Right in the slot. A 13 done, 97 for 3 Ireland.
तेरे को शर्म आती थी ना गले में बैठने में। दानी को एंजाइटी अटैक हुआ है। You all need family therapy. मैं ना ढूंढ लेनी है स्ट्रेस थी।
आपको थोड़ा टेंडर होने की जरूरत है।
टेंडर? वो जो अखबारों में निकलता है सड़क बनाने का।
आप लोग मुझे लड़की बनाने का सोच रहे हो? आप ये रोल कर सकते हैं।
बागेश्वर जी दूसरी लड़की के साथ नारियल पानी पी रहे हैं। I love you बोल रही है।
I love you too। सोमवार से शनिवार रात 8:30 बजे सोनी लिव और सोनी सब पर।
On par here, Ireland. Harshit Rana into the attack, starts off with a pace-off. Get only a single. Talking about length, what do you make of the length that the Indian bowlers have bowled so far?
Yeah, they've been good. They held their length. very well in the power play on Friday and again today as the 50 partnership comes up off 35 balls, adding real momentum to the innings between Harry Tector and Ben Klitz. It's interesting now, this was a similar period on Friday. Can the Indian bowlers get the Irish batters hitting into the deeper pockets? On the flip side, the Irish batters know the plan. Can they maybe use the pace of the Indian bowlers a little bit more and look to deflect behind the wicket?
Hasn't timed it, but mid-off's inside the circle. This is good batting. This is very good batting. Flat batted it for another boundary. The 100 comes up with that.
Yeah, good cricket. Khalid's just backing away a little bit, getting set. Anticipated that Harshit Rana was going to go into the wicket on a straight line. Just created the room for the hands to come through and got excellent connection on it. And it's nearly gone all the way for 6. Great position there. Just stable on contact.
Highest score in T20Is. Ben 28 of 17. Are these all right? Because the fine leg's inside the circle. The shot is on.
Few words. Ben Khalid's pitch it up then. You can hear it on the stump mic. Interesting, this might be one for the over. Certainly the previous ball that he hit for 4, I think, was over shoulder height. But yeah, a little bit of niggle. Harshit Rana not having it all his own way today. Getting fired up, a little bit of verbals, which is good to see. Keep it above board.
Yeah, the second 50 of this innings have come off in 33 deliveries. That just tells you the importance of set batters in this format. Around the wicket. That was pitched up. Harshit might have a few things to say now.
He just raised his eyebrows there, saying he did pitch it up. Here's the ground I mentioned. You mentioned the having set batters, especially at this ground, Stormont. You can see the difference in distance. 67 meters over to the left of screen there. You know, swinging all the way 65 now behind Harry Tector. 61, and it's a slightly longer 77 down towards the Dundonald end where Harshit Rana is bowling. So as a batter, you can afford to use the pace and the length that the bowlers will give you. It's so short behind Harry Tector. Can he use the pace that is on offer?
Yeah, third's inside, so is fine leg. Need to be really straight, which he is, full and straight. Yeah. Now that's one thing I thought the Irish bowlers did really well in the first game, is use the dimension well, bowl according to that plan, according to the dimension, got the field placement right. Yep. Indian fans, wherever you go, it just seems like a home game wherever India plays. Same here at Stormont.
The fans are always full of colour. One thing I loved about, and still do love about India, is the colours when you're over there. There's such a bright colour.
Hit hard, but straight to the fielder. Yeah, 14 overs done, 105 for 3.
नए लोग की नई चुनौतियों से कैसे उभरेगा भीम? हस्तिनापुर के वीर सोमवार से शनिवार रात 9 बजे सोनी लेगा सोनी सब पर।
अन्नू के साथ लोन ले रहे हो, तुम कमर कस लो।
अरे किस्तों की कुश्ती हम भी लड़ लेंगे।
बड़े वाले भैया ने ना अलग अपार्टमेंट सेट कर लिया है। जेबों की फितरत होती है कि वो फट जाते हैं और दिलों की किस्मत होती है कि वो टूट जाते हैं। लेकर जिंदगी के सिक्कों की कनक आ गई है नए किस्सों की गुल्लक।
A little bit pressure on Harry Tector now, going at a little better than runner ball. He's got to start playing a few shots here. He hasn't looked at his fluent best.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the partnership. Ben Khalid's 30 off 20, so get Khalid's as much strike as you can in these next couple of overs.
Shivam Dubey. That's way up, and long enough. Yes, it is. All you can do as a fielder is just watch it sail over your head. Starts the over with a 6.
Smashed it. Dubé, little full. Ben Kalitz has loaded up. He's held his right side, a little bit longer. Previous over, he was opening up a little bit too quickly. Held his shape beautifully there and straight out of the middle. And the minute he hit it, he knew that was 6. Again, Ben Kalitz is on form today. So, can he face as many balls as possible in the next couple of overs to continue that momentum for the Ireland team?
A change of angle coming over the wicket to the southpaw. He'll get a single. Yeah, if you're Harry Tector, what are you telling yourself? You've got this start. I know he's been struggling to get some runs, but then the good bit is, because of Ben Kalitz, the strike rate of the partnership is very good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think from Harry Tector's point of view, is especially 7 off the first 2 balls in this over. Can he get Ben Kalitz back on strike? It's important that Kalitz faces as many balls as possible. He's in the mood today.
Exactly what you're talking about. Just get off strike, get Ben Kalitz on strike.
And nowadays in T20, people talk about matchups and this and that. And this could be Ben Kalitz's matchup against Shivam Dubé, who's a medium pace bowler.